Hello, Krysis X2 Lite here, and welcome to another part of Let's Play Pokemon Diamond Randomized. In this part, let's see, who did we play as last time? Sisyrk, right? So yeah, in this part, Krysis, who made her way to Heart Home City, is gonna finish taking a look around. Now my camera's a little bit off center here, because I kind of lean a little bit away from the camera, so give me a moment. And there we go. So yeah, Krysis made her way to Heart Home City. I keep wanting to say Heart Gold. No, Heart Home City, and she's gonna pretty much finish her tour around the place a bit more. Unfortunately, Scissor couldn't really show Amity Square, so every time Scissor can't do anything, Krysis will be the one to pick up the slack. So let's dive right in. April 19, Sunday. Started from Orberg City. Used the PC box. Used Rock Smash at Route 208. Full restore was obtained. Used a PC box. Unknown was caught. Morning. Battle Sonya at Route 208. Let's see. Well, we have a cute Pokemon with us. Are they gonna let us through with that Togepi? Let's find out. Apparently not. Fine, we'll check our PC box. Well, excuse me, Mr. Hiker, sir. Let's see what we got. Apparently, we don't have any cute Pokemon that they want us to that they want for us to have here. So, unfortunately, we're not gonna show Amity Square at all. Sorry. No, we are gonna show Amity Square. What Pokemon do they want? Let's go talk to the guy again and make a note of it. What Pokemon was it? Amity Square, the Pokemon are Pikachu, Clefairy, Psyduck, Pachirisu, Happy Knee, Bunnyary, and Drifloon. Hmm. Well, we're gonna eventually we're gonna come across the Pokemon they were talking about. Fine. When we do, I will promise you guys we will take a look at Amity Square. Let's get Fantina out of the way here. We already spoke to her in the last part with Sisyrk, so I'm just gonna skip her text. Also, I fixed the audio delay issue that was going on, so things should be okay on my end. Also, talking to our mom here, she gives us a dress instead of a tuxedo. I'm pretty sure that set all the flags necessary to trigger a rival battle. So before we make a downward run, let's check our team. I think we're okay. Nice. Looks like the toxic and the poison and the leech seed are gonna fight each other on this Pokemon's HP. So it drains health, gets the HP back, then the poison kicks in and knocks off HP. Can't get it going because of its slow start. So yeah, take advantage of that and just rend him. Okay, that's one way to counter having slow start. Aqua Jet. A water type version of Quick Attack. Swallow. A bit worrisome, but not too much. Chansey, huh? Now, the Chansey he has there is going to actually be a problematic Pokemon once it becomes a Blissey. Because Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey are special attack Pokemon with high special defense. It's why I always bring out a Pokemon that knows physical attacks to take advantage of the low defense that these Pokemon have. But due to the fact that they also have a high special attack stat, I mean, it's not crazy high per se, but it is decently high. Yeah, they can hit pretty hard with special attacks. Not so much with physical attacks, but you know, their trade-off is that they will hit you with a blizzard that'll leave you crying for 3 days. And doesn't help for the fact that she has growth there, which just raised her special attack stat 1 level. There are also HP tanks. Yeah, that crit wasn't even necessary. And experience tanks. They actually drop a lot of experience. We are not learning Sandstorm. There's already one in effect. And he's gone. Since there's not much else we can do here, let's just move on. This is, if I can read the sign without getting caught by the guy, Route 209, back this way to Heart Home City. That guy right there is a trainer, by the way, so you might want to... There we go. Oh, cool, shoulder. Skill swap. Switcheroo. That's not gonna work. We only have one netball, so I actually want to save that. That netball is good for catching a water Pokemon that you really want to add to your team. Not so much for this guy, though. We can always check it later. Shoulder's data was added to the Pokedex. Shoulder, bivalve Pokemon, water, height 1 foot, weight 8.8 pounds. It swims backward by opening and closing its two shells. Its large tongue is always kept hanging out. What we got here? A Draco plate. There is text engraved in the back of the obtained plate. Two beings of time and space set free from the original one. We got a Draco plate. We're holding a Dragon Fang, though. Oh, we'll hold on to this item for the time being. What we got here? I'm skipping you because I want to evolve this Porygon. And catching you will just be a cheat to my poor Porygon. What's next? Gallade. Gallade's data was added to the Pokedex. Gallade, Blade Pokemon. Psychic Fighting. Height 5 feet 03 inches, weight 114.6 pounds. A master of courtesy and swordsmanship, it fights using extending swords on its elbows. A Tentacool. That's cool. Tentacool on land. That's kind of a reference to the Paldea region. In the Paldea region, you can come across their Paldean counterpart called the Toadstool. Oops. Hey, it's Tangela, or Tangela, no, Tangela. Tangle? Tangela. Yeah, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place on that. This is a pretty defensive grass-type Pokemon. Yeah, their best move there is Growth because it raises their special attack stat. It's a decent grass type, not one of the best, by the way. I'm very biased towards certain grass type Pokemon, and I'm more of a Venusaur fan. I like Venusaur. Venusaur! Sorry. Anyway, we got Tangela. Tangela's data was added to the Pokedex. Tangela, Vine Pokemon, Grass, height 3 feet 03 inches, weighs 77.2 pounds. It is shrouded by blue vines. No one has seen the face hidden behind this growth of vines. Yeah, no one knows what it really looks like. And in the anime, let's see, what Pokemon was it? I think it was Charmander. When Charmander set fire to Tangela, it kept its face hidden by somehow growing more vines and covering itself up. Hi, Ditto. Okay, I'm going to speed up this part a little bit here using my shoulder button. I'm going to see if I can come across any more Pokemon, and if not, then we're just going to move on. So, speed up time. Try and be careful with that guy down there because he's a trainer. But I'm seeing there's a lot of Ditto now. Ah, ooh, Voltorb. Let's see if we can catch it without KOing it. Good luck with that, right? We're gonna use Mega Drain here. Hopefully we won't knock it out. What are you doing? Absorb Light? That might be Sky Attack. We put a Pokeball and a Pokeball. Voltorb's data was added to the Pokedex. Voltorb, Ball Pokemon, Electric, height 1 foot 08 inches, weight 22.9 pounds. It looks just like a Pokeball. It is dangerous because it may electrocute or explode on touch. This thing is way bigger than a Pokeball. Pokeballs are small. You know, they're roughly the size of a baseball, so. I think we're starting to recycle Pokemon and we can't escape. Can't escape. Okay. Oh, hello. Ooh, Mawile, a steel-type Pokemon. We can't do anything to it worthy of trying to weaken it and catch it. Um, I didn't mean to go to the item menu. I was scratching my forehead, so I didn't see what I clicked on. Um, hmm. We can use Flame Wheel. I mean, Bagon is low level, so hopefully we can use this Flame Wheel and weaken this thing up without Bagon fainting. Worth a shot, right? Or not. Yeah, Mobile have a lot of special attacks, so... Well, never mind. Sorry, Bagon. What else can we use? Oops, I meant to look at the moves. Anyway, we can use Boomerang, but it might knock out the Pokemon. And just in case it does, let's go ahead and revive the... Oh, we don't have revives, right. Mawile's data was added to the Pokedex. Mawile, Deceiver Pokemon. Steel. Height 2 feet, weight 25.4 pounds. Attached to its head is a huge set of jaws formed by horns. It can chew through iron beams. Gonna head back to the Pokemon Center. Face the other way, friend. Thank you very much. Gonna ease away so he's off camera and run. Anyway, so we're gonna head back to the Pokemon Center, and while I'm going there, I'm gonna tell you guys about the Pokemon Ruby Pokedex for Mawile. In Pokemon Ruby and only in Ruby, the Pokedex entry for Mawile has a typo in it. Yeah, instead of saying Mawile as you saw when we caught this Pokemon, in Pokemon Ruby's Pokedex, there's an erroneous H in Mawile's name. So it reads as Mawile. Okay, let's see what we got here. You're holding a bubble mail. Mail can't be taken away. Not with this option anyway, but... Oh, you're holding a mail. That's not good. Every time Pokemon is holding a mail, I always try to take it away and get rid of it ASAP because that bad eggs any Pokemon that are in slot 1. Let's see. You have a relaxed nature. Somewhat of a clown, likes sour food. You have adaptability for your ability. Powers up moves of the same type. But you don't have a water type move. Hyper Fang, Focus Energy, Skill Swap, and Switcheroo. What does Switcheroo do? The user trades held items with the foe faster than the eye can follow. Ah, okay. You have a serious nature, highly persistent, happily eats anything. Arena Trap, prevents the foe from fleeing. You know Crab Hammer, Silver Wind, Supersonic, and Confuse Ray. You are redundant. You're holding a life orb. Ooh. Docile nature, impetuous and silly, happily eats anything. Ice Body. The Pokemon regains HP in a hailstorm. You have Growth, Drain Punch, Nightmare, and Magnitude. And you're a Pokemon that can evolve. You have a naughty nature. Nice. Alert to sounds like spicy food. Sticky Hold protects the Pokemon from item theft. You have Taunt, Water Sport, Iron Tail, and Solar Beam. Ah, that's what you were charging up, Solar Beam. You're holding an Adamant Orb? Give me that Adamant Orb. Also, why didn't it go to you? A modest nature. That explains why you hit so hard with the special attacks. Highly curious, likes dry food. Stall. The Pokemon moves after even slower foes. Karate Chop, Crush Grip, Heart Swap, and Upward. Okay, that Heart Swap that it knows right there, that's a move that's exclusive to the Pokemon, not Jirachi, what's it called? Manaphy. There we go. Manaphy. And its, pre-evolved form, if you will, Phione. Now, Manaphy is one of the only legendary Pokemon that can breed with a Ditto to bring us that Phione. However, Phione cannot evolve into Manaphy. So I'm not sure how they even related it like that. But yeah, it makes Manaphy the only legendary mythical Pokemon capable of breeding. But there's a lot of debate going on about its status as such, because no legendary Pokemon and no mythical Pokemon have been known to breed for other Pokemon. But then you have Arceus, the legendary Pokemon of the Sinnoh region, who can breed with himself. Yeah, there's an event called the Sinjo Ruins event, and if you go there, you with a certain event Arceus, you get this little bizarre thing where it shows a bunch of real world scenarios, etc., etc., and then you get gifted an egg containing one of 3 legendary Pokemon of the Sinnoh region: an egg for Palkia, an egg for Dialga, and an egg for Giratina. But it's one egg that may have one of these guys in it. Who's in it? No one knows. I think it depends on how you answer the Pokemon itself. And those Pokemon hatch holding their respective hold items. In Palkia's case, he has a shining pearl, a pearl-like item. I forget what it's called. What is it called? Because I know when Dialga hatches from an egg, it has the Adamant Orb. And when Giratina hatches from the egg, it's holding the Grisius Orb. So yeah. We're gonna have to get this Pokemon put it on our team, because we can't take that bubble mail away from it. So hopefully it doesn't bad egg the... And let's put this egg over here just to be on the safe side. Because we can't seem to take that mail from the shelter while it's in the PC. Just doing this back and forth real quick, just to make sure no Pokemon got bad egged by that Pokemon holding mail. We gotta hurry to Solaceon Town. So we're gonna battle a few trainers on the way over there, and well, hopefully make that our last stop for the day. Because we're coming up on the, because we just came up on the time limit for 30 minutes, but we're gonna go a little bit further. Well, I could ride a bike over there. Let's just see if our team is okay. Yep, we're fine. Pokemon breeders. Pokemon breeders are known for having baby Pokemon on their team in the vanilla game, but since this is a randomizer, they're gonna have any Pokemon on their team. Like this Hypno. Spite. We might have the same speed stat. Spirit Tool. There we go. The only ghost type Pokemon next to Sableye that has no weaknesses from Generation 4 to Generation 5, but gained a weakness in Generation 6. This Pokemon and Sableye are one of the best Pokemon to use against fighting type trainers, because they normally can't do anything to them. Where? Confusion. Sharply raise our attack to cause confusion on us, which means that if we were to hit each other, we would do a lot of damage to ourselves. So, I don't want to use that full restore. Well, speed this up so I can just bypass the confusion. There we go. Ooh, what a creepy sounding voice. Ladybug. D. Lady. Dee 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 dee. Oh, bro. Yeah, you do that. Bye-bye. Good stuff. Your Pokemon are in impeccable condition. Thank you. No one else says I shouldn't have read that text. You know what? Since these guys are low level... a good rod is really good. Will you agree? Yes, I do. We're of identical minds. Take this good rod. We got teamed the good rod. We put the good rod in our key items pocket. Try fishing wherever there is a body of water. Oh, do you need to explain how to use that fishing rod? No. When you're fishing for Pokemon, the first hurdle is to get a bite. When you start to reel that Pokemon in, you've got to battle it. So fishing gives you twice the fun. Indeed it does. I will stop that. But yeah, let's go ahead and put that on. Actually, no, we don't have to put it on right now. This guy right here. Alright, these joggers can only battle during the morning hours. They won't battle you otherwise. I'm not kidding. They only battle during the morning, and they won't battle you at any other time of day. If you come across a jogger, but it's like the middle of the afternoon, and you just see them standing around, yeah, they're not gonna battle you. They'll just talk normally to you, and that's about it. Focus Blast. Oh, lucky that missed. I think that would have hit and dealt a lot of damage. Oh. Yay, burn! I mean, won't affect that Focus Blast because that's a special fighting type move, but, Water Spout. That's not gonna do much. Especially since your health is low. Speaking of berries, we need to go back to the previous route and go pick up our berries back there real quick. So speed along real fast. Go fast, 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 fast. Put on a bike, fast. Put on a bike. Quickly pick the berries. Hail? Who has that hail? Ah, the Raichu has no warning. Hey! That's not fair. Since that Raichu is more of a threat than the other Pokemon is, and yeah, that goes to it just destroyed your rainstorm. I'm gonna take out that Raichu. Is that another white flute? Yeah, we have two of them now. We'll have to sell the extra. Poke Kids. They're just little kids that wear the fursuits of their favorite Pokemon. Really, game? Really? Pixel health. Left it with pixel health. Pokemon breeders come in two genders. You got man and you got woman. Well, you got woman with man's name. Wait, I hope you don't know it. And why don't you use Dragon Breath? You're a special defense tank. Oh well, at least it did something. Whoa, stab. Excuse me, my acid came up. Stab crab hammer is what I'm trying to say here. Cool, paralysis. Night slash. Doggone pencil box down there. Made me jump. Can we stop leaving Pokemon with pixel health? Yeesh. Tentacruel. We're definitely switching out this one. Not a big fan of multi-hit moves because they just take so long. And you have dry skin, so you healed up on that ring. Poochyena. Sure. we already fought a trainer with a Mightyena. How about a trainer with a Poochyena? I gotta be careful with the microphone. I don't want to accidentally drop it moving it so close to the edge of the table. Talk to me. Boss Christine. Did we forget to switch out our Pokemon? Yeah. No, we didn't. Big on in the front. We're gonna jump kick a Chansey. Bullet Punch. A Steel type quick attack. Wow, look at that experience. There is a broken, crumbling tower made of stone. There seems to be a spot that would be a perfect fit for the Odd Keystone. Would you like to use the Odd Keystone? Sure. We pushed the Odd Keystone into the stone tower. The stone tower has been restored. Hallow Tower is written on it. This tower here is the home of the Pokemon Spiritomb. Now, because this is a randomizer, we can encounter Spiritomb anytime we want. However, in the vanilla game, in order to encounter Spiritomb here, you have to meet with 30 plus people underground. There is a way to do that methodically, and that is to do a 2-player game with yourself, in which you have your player 2 go down into the underground in roughly the same area, right? And then you go down to the underground, you talk to yourself quite literally, and then you go back to the surface. And then you go back underground, talk to yourself again, and then go back to the surface. Lather, rinse, repeat. Do that enough times, and you can battle the Pokemon Spiritomb here in the Hallow Tower. Yeah, it's a bit of an exploit, if you will. So you don't have to actually have 32 people in an underground tunnel to talk to all at once. Trainer tips. You may register one of the key items in your bag for instant use. Simply press the Y button to use the registered item instantly. That's a pretty neat tip. Yeah, in these craters here, you can find items that are buried here. The heart scale is an item you give to a heart scale collector in exchange for him teaching your Pokemon a move. Most of these guys will have every known move in the catalog to teach your Pokemon. So that's a nice little thing there. We're going a bit far over the limit because we had to make a pit stop a few times to heal up our Pokemon. This is a troll right here. They troll you. They'll have you set up your bike to shoot up this ramp with that trainer standing right there to catch you off guard. I'm just gonna check these rocks real quick. Okay. This girl is basically the girl version of the 6 Magikarp fishermen. In the vanilla game, she has a team of 5, okay? 5 Bidoof. Crazy, huh? Also, I like that her Quilava is at the level that Cyndaquil evolves at. Nice touch. just to make sure we landed our hit. Kadabra! Charizard has a ghost type move. Focus Blast. There's a better move for you. We already have a fighting type move though, but let's see. 120, a 120 base power special fighting type move. The user heightens its mental focus and unleashes its power. It may also lower the target's special defense. Now, normally I would teach it to Bagon, but Bagon's a physical attacking Pokemon, so we're gonna skip on this. It's a great move, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to have a Pokemon learning a move that he can't make like good use of. Ariados. We'll send Bagon back on this one, because Bagon does have a fire type move. Plus the accuracy has been restored, so yeah. Rock polish to make me faster. Yep, that's what she's saying to herself. Morning Sun. Oh, we're gonna speed this up. We're not gonna sit through this. Never mind, he got burned. I mean, she got burned. Cleffa. If this was a 6th generation Pokemon game, I would have switched out right now. Because Bagon with the Dragon Breath and Jump Kick wouldn't do much to a Cleffa. But this is not Generation 6, this is Generation 4. Yeah. Kick the baby! Warrior can miss and do damage to ourselves. Kick the baby! Game pulled the South Park on me over here. I was like, kick the baby! And I was like, don't kick the baby! So I was like, kick the baby! And Cricketune. Return. Oh, that's gonna do damage. Oh, it did. Haha, never mind. I got worried for nothing. I may have said this in the past, but as a TLDR, return does more damage than the Pokemon likes you. Poison Fang. Now we have 2 trainers here, but we're kind of caught up on time here. There's also a ghost tower, so we're not going to go into that tower yet. We'll battle these trainers next time. Let's grab these berries and call it an episode. We finally made it to Solaceon Town. Solaceon Town, free of worry. Because you come here to seek solace. Get it? we're gonna check that egg and see if it's close to hatching. If it is, I'm gonna, before we call it an episode, we're gonna try and see if I could hatch the egg. Let's see. The egg watch. Well, we'll hatch from this. It doesn't seem close to hatch. Okay, not yet then. Excuse me. There we go. While that's saving a lot of data, I'm gonna adjust my glass. Actually, I'm gonna rub my face here. Ah, much better. So with that, thank you all for watching this episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. And I'll see you guys next time when Sisyrk makes his way here. He's still in church. So with that, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Much love from Krysis X2 Lite. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.